to kick off for Baltimore.
Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
You got nothing. 58, boys, 58, 58, Mike. Let's go, D. Let's go.
On 2nd and 9, Smith. He's going to drop this one down to Gibson. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll be 3rd down.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, it should open up his running game, too. A first catch for the man leading the NFL in receiving yards in this first month. And a first down to boot. They'll run on first down. Gibson. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On 2nd and 12, Smith. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Antonio Gibson, the intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them, and an absolute shock for the quarterback, because he went into it, he saw the numbers we saw, he watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be, but early in this one, advantage defense.
And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
3rd down and 11.
From the gun, Jackson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. And whistle blown, a timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Let's go now.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Out of the gun, Smith on the move to his left. He'll find Gibson here, complete. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Washington.
Touchdown.
Antonio Gibson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And Washington has taken a first-quarter lead. It's good, and Washington will take a 7-0 lead.
Makes this Washington 7, Ravens 0.
And they will not get zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Yeah, let's find out who might play hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
First down.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Kendall.